I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. You've got to watch this clip I'm about to play. It's Democratic Congresswoman Maxine Waters from California. She voluntarily agreed to testify before the House Rules Committee when these MAGA Republicans, specifically led by MAGA Republican Guy Reschenthaler, tried to introduce a resolution which they said, quote, denounces socialism in all its forms and opposes the implementation of socialist policies in the United States of America, because this is what MAGA Republicans are focused on. And what they specifically are trying to do right there is attack Social Security, attack Medicare by saying in all its form. And Democrats are like, what are you even talking about? Could we just focus on the people's business? So this MAGA Congressman, Guy Reschenthaler, who, by the way, objected to the results of the 2020 election, supports the big lie. He starts naming people like Xi and Kim Jong-un and Putin and says, what do all of these people have in common? And Maxine Waters, who has the guts to testify in front of this committee, unlike all of these MAGA Republicans who have fled subpoenas, she voluntarily showed up. She goes, you know what they all have in common? Donald Trump. And she just gave an epic political beatdown. You got to watch this full clip. Let's play it right now.
I mean, in your opening remarks, you were talking about Putin, Kim Jong-un, and Xi. You know what they all have in common, right?
Trump.
Trump? North Korea, China, and Russia?
He loves Kim Jong-un.
That's quite the intellectual leap. I would say communism. Would you like to denounce any communist leaders?
Well, I don't know what you're asking, but let me just... The leader of the Republican Party, Donald Trump, has made often glowing, described authoritarians like Kim Jong-un, who is condemned in the resolution. Regarding North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, Trump said, Kim wrote me beautiful letters, and they're great letters, and we fell in love. You sure you want to hear the rest of this?
Yeah, I can go through some atrocities, and you can say if you agree with them or not. You can choose to denounce them. If you'd like to go down that path, we can. What would you like to do?
Well, I would like to condemn this resolution and ask that we all give attention to the very short time that we have to do the people's work and pull it back and not even go any further with it. Why don't you just redraw it?
All right, so Mao Zedong is responsible for between 15 million and 55 million people starving to death with a great leap forward in the Cultural Revolution. Do you denounce that, yes or no?
But Trump loves him.
Yes or no?
That's your leader.
Do you denounce the genocide and the
That's your leader.
starvation
Trump
of
is your
communist
leader.
China?
He speaks for you. He says he loves him. You ought to deal with that.
You're refusing to denounce the starvation of 15 to 55 million people in communist China. You're refusing to do that.
Sir, I'm a capitalist, okay? I don't support anything but serving the people of this country.
I know this is your phrase, but reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time.
It's your time. You got it.
Thank you. All right, would you like to, and that's a no, you refuse to denounce that. Stalin, tens of millions died in the Bolshevik Revolution. Millions died in gulags. Do you want to denounce that?
I'm sorry, I don't deal with yes or no questions.
Okay, well, why don't you explain your support of Stalin?
No, why don't you explain it?
I'm asking you the question. Do you want to denounce that or not?
I told you in the beginning of this resolution that I discussed what I think we ought to be doing.
So again, you're refusing to denounce Joseph Stalin.
Like we're in the kindergarten class, yes or no, I don't do that.
Okay, again, for the record, you're refusing to denounce Joseph Stalin. Let's go to Pol Pot, the killing fields of Cambodia. Do you want to denounce that? I'm giving you the opportunity.
Your Republican leader, Donald Trump, is friends with, supports Putin, Kim Jong-un. He loves him, and he led this country in being basically undermined by January 6th, including not only his leadership in telling his supporters to go after our own police officers here and use the American flag, many of them, to damage and to harm. And I haven't heard one denouncement from anybody on the Republican side. Nobody has denounced that, what happened on January 6th. Are you afraid of Trump? Do you agree with Trump? Ask him the questions. Don't ask me.
Okay, so just to be clear, I asked you a question about Pol Pot, and you started talking about the former president. Again, do you denounce the killing fields of Cambodia or not? It's a simple question.
You know that you're simply playing politics. You understand what this resolution is all about. Don't ask me silly questions. I told you, I'm a capitalist. I'm not like Donald Trump. I'm not like Republicans who claim to support this democracy, but at the same time refuses to condemn those who attempted to destroy this democracy. You need to talk with your leader, Donald Trump, about what he's doing, why he loves Putin so much, why he loves Kim Jong-un so much. You ask him the questions.
So it's quite amazing. I've asked you to denounce Mao Zedong. I've asked you to denounce Joseph Stalin.
I asked you
and
to
Pol
denounce.
Pot, and you wouldn't denounce
I
any
asked
of
you
them.
to denounce Donald Trump.
Okay. You're
I
making
asked
quite,
you to
you're,
denounce
you're
Donald
making
Trump.
quite the intellectual leap. I'm talking
I
about
asked
genocide
you
and
to
mass
denounce
starvation.
Donald Trump.
Okay, he's not
I
a communist.
asked you
We're here.
I asked you to denounce Donald Trump.
This is quite the intellectual leap, ranking member. Let's talk about Venezuela.
Let's talk about Donald Trump.
Okay, let's talk about
You
Venezuela.
answer my question.
We are here talking
Yes
about a
or no?
resolution to condemn communism and socialism. Let's talk about Venezuela. Venezuela had the largest GDP before Chavez took over.
I want
now
you-
they're literally eating their dogs because they cannot feed
denounce
themselves. You want to denounce
Donald Trump. I want you to denounce the Proud Boys. I want you to denounce QAnon. I want you to denounce the KKK. When you do all of that, then we can talk.
that? Okay, so again, for the record, you've refused to denounce Mao Zedong, Joseph Stalin, Pol Pot, and Hugo Chavez. That's amazing.
For the record,
Ranking
you
member-
refuse to denounce Donald Trump. You refuse to denounce the insurrection that tried to destroy our democracy. You refuse to denounce the Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, QAnon, the KKK. You refuse all of that.
So I think we've answered the question of why this can't just pass on suspension.
Will you answer the questions I ask you?
Ranking
I know
member,
this is an unusual meeting of the Rules Committee, but you come in here with a political attempt to deal with why you don't like and why you don't support Medicare and Social Security. We stand very strongly in support of Social Security and Medicare and our veterans and our seniors. If you want to talk about why you don't support them, then you should go ahead and do that.
you're doing a lot of deflecting. I mean, I asked you very simple questions, and you've just done nothing but deflect. So
I'm
again,
asking you simpler questions about
Yeah.
protection for our democracy.
All right, well, one
Wow. Maxine Waters, Congresswoman Waters, that was incredible. And that is how it's done. You got to stand up to this performative MAGA extremism BS and talk to the American people, frankly, like Maxine Waters did. I mean, look, you MAGA Republicans support someone who says he loves Vladimir Putin. He loves Kim Jong-un. He loves Xi. He calls Xi his king. He calls Xi his king. You know, and the MAGA Republicans want to say, do you condemn this? Do you condemn that? It looks like McCarthyism anew. Will you condemn this group? And Maxine Waters is like, you support a fascist. You support QAnon. You support the Oath Keepers. I'm a capitalist, Maxine Waters said. I'm not playing your dumb political games. You support the Oath Keepers. You support QAnon. You support Proud Boys. You support Donald Trump. Condemn the people who are attacking Americans, the people who are attacking American capitalism, who want to destroy this country, whose conduct is to destroy our democracy. That's what we need to focus on. And you saw kind of the smug look on that Congressman Guy Reschenthaler. Like, so you refuse to condemn it? He thinks that's effective. He looked like an utter moron, and we need to call out these MAGA fascist traitor morons the same way Congresswoman Maxine Waters did there. Incredible, incredible job. I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Hit the subscribe button. We are on our way to 1 million subscribers. thanks to your incredible support. It's free to subscribe, so please hit the subscribe button right now. And in addition, check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch, patreon.com/MeidasTouch. You will love the exclusive content we have on our Patreon, but most importantly, it helps grow this independent media platform. So please subscribe to our Patreon and to this YouTube site. Until next time, I'm Ben Meiselas.
The best part of waking up? MAGA tears in my cup. Check out the new MAGA tears mug available now at store.MeidasTouch.com. That's store.MeidasTouch.com. It's 100% union made right here in the USA. I know I'm not tired of winning yet. How about you? Get yours today.